Hello, everybody. Good morning. On my way out for my run. If you follow me on my personal Instagram, you know this is what I do every single day. So, if you catch me looking like this with my contacts on and everything, clearly I'm on my way out. So, anyway, I had this idea. I really want to talk to you about Scorpio, how to tell their interests. Very easy. Scorpios probe. We probe when we're interested. I have lost so much sleep stalking certain people. I mean, like my eyeballs were like ready to fall out because, it's like we just get so obsessed. We're an obsessive sign. Everything is to the extreme. So if we like you and we're interested, we want to know every single thing there is to know about you. I talked about this in my Scorpio love video. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. I go through step by step of the processes that we do, um, you know, just to try and gauge whether we're going to pursue someone or step back or whatever. So Scorpios we will probe. We probe for everything. We want to know everything. Some Scorpios look through your phone jokingly, but they're really serious. To see like who you're talking to. We want to know who you're having sex. Are you having sex? If not, how long has it been? We want to know, who your family is, where you come from, what, like who you are as an individual, everything, like from A to Z. Have you been arrested? You have kids? Have you used drugs? Are you on drugs? What your health situation is, like everything, everything. And if Scorpio's not doing this, they don't care. I had an epiphany because I just released a few relationships. One in particular, I noticed, and this is really good for me to understand myself because I didn't give a fuck. Like, I didn't ask this person where they were from. Just basic stuff, too. Like, where they're from, what their family did. Like, it just wasn't a concern. And if they didn't talk about it, I didn't feel like I was missing anything. And that was really a strong indication of, like, my interest level for them. They're really nice and everything, but it wasn't like I was like, oh my gosh, I have to be with this person. Like, I have to have them in my life. And Scorpios, if that's the case ever with you, just release it. You know that we give so much more than every other sign, like emotionally, to a relationship, no matter what type of relationship it is. And if that's the one, you have that epiphany as well, where you're not really probing, you're not really interested, then it's really not a situation that you want to be in. Trust me, it's not. It's pointless. Um, so if a Scorpio is not probing you, they're not asking you all sorts of questions. Now, this is the tricky part, and this is not just for women because a lot of women tend to do this, but men tend to do it as well. Look at the kind of probing that they're doing. If they're asking you what kind of underwear you have on, they're calling you at 1 a.m., they're asking, about sexual positions and things like that. Obviously, they're out for sex. If Scorpio is asking a lot of things about business, a lot of times Scorpios, are a very, very sensitive sign. And I want to say in tune because a lot of you think sensitive is like a very weak word, which it isn't, but it translates that way. Very in tune sign. We could feel the pulse of everyone. We could tell whether you're really, really into us. And a lot of Scorpios know vibrationally whether someone's really into them, and that's when they go in for the kill. They go in to get what they want. They go in to get the sex. They go in to get the job. They go in to get the contacts, whatever they're looking for. They go in and they get it, and they know the angle. Scorpio has a very, very magnetic personality, and people don't realize that they're very charming. And it's not like obvious like the Leo or the Libra or the Pisces where you could see them hee in it. It's something vibrational, and before you know it, you're like hooked, and you don't know what it is and why you're so into them and why you're just giving them everything. And so you have to be careful with that. See where the probing is. Is it family related? Is it really, things about you? Is it things about you two together? Is it future things? That's really important to know. They want to know all sorts of things like that. A lot of times Scorpios will probe in areas where they just want a particular thing. So they may be interested in you for those reasons, but you have to keep an eye on what it was. Years ago, I had a Scorpio who initially, now this is interesting, initially wanted me for sex purposes. And I mean, he was hooked, honey. He, goodness, I mean, the calls wouldn't stop. It was crazy. And I think it was just because we had the circle of people that we knew, like in our industry, and he wanted to be the one who could say that he fucked me and things, you know, get to the point where other people couldn't. And this went on for a couple of years, and over that period of time, he really kind of got into me in a deeper way, and so the probing went from sex to all these other personal things that he was up all night, probably losing a lot of sleep over, trying to figure out. And so, you know, it was very sharp for me. And I'm not the person who just falls like blindly, like, oh my gosh, I'm so into this person. Like, my third eye is very, very sharp. I could really be attracted to someone physically, emotionally, vibrationally, and still be looking out for what you want from me. Like, I don't just open my legs, just open my, like, I'm not open like that. You know, I'm always very, very, very on point with protecting myself. Um, so anyway, I just wanted to talk about that and make sure you know what the probing is about, how they're probing to see really whether they're into you or not, or whether they're into something that you have that they want. And I think that's it. Oh, I am newly on Instagram, ScorpioSunScorpioMoon. I post everything Scorpio memes. So come over and check that out, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.